What up, guys? Okay, let's move this over. There we go. What up, guys? Alright, so I've been on social cam for a while. It is Friday, February 3rd, 2012. I do have, last episode, I kind of finished off, some stuff with the My Little Pony shipping. Not completely, but, whatever, they covered. So basically, 10, last episode I finished off every single one that 10 did, but today I wanted to talk about 6 couples that I've noticed in the past. Also I wanted to talk about 2 things coming out from a good friend of mine, Miss Ditsy Doo, Derpy Hose, whatever, Pierce Smolder herself. But first, let's get to the couples. Alright, so again, if you guys haven't seen my past videos, go check it out. It's shipping, it's like pony shipping part 1 and like the end of shipping, whatever it is. It's on my channel here on Social Cam and on YouTube, so but you'll find it faster here on Social Cam, so alright. So last episode we talked about 3 Big Mac couples. Again, Fluttershy, Twilight, and Dash. And then of course Spike and Apple Bloom. We're gonna talk about another big apple, whatever. We're gonna talk about another big apple couple, as it were, because also we talked about her opinion on Twilight and Fluttershy and Rarity. But another big apple thing that I've been searching up. I read, I don't know what it was called, but it was way back in the history of Equestria Daily. There was this whole thing where it's like, it's like this whole story about pony couples that probably would never happen. But here's why. But here's what they are. Now, Rarity is not one of these couples. There are only 4 that we were not picked. The only one that was Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie. Again, for those who didn't see that episode, 10 rated at 6.5, 66 rated at 7. I got a 7.5. Let's see. So first off, Big Mac and Applejack. Yes, Big Mac and Applejack. Shocker, right? Alright, well, apparently no one has yet to match Big Mac with Rarity, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. I'm going to probably put that in another episode if that actually does become popular. But, let's see. Yeah, basically in the story was this. Apparently, Big Mac is adopted, and, again, Big Mac is Applejack's apparent step-brother, and they apparently, bam, and had Apple Bloom as a child. Yeah. Unlikely. But if it were true, I'm just saying if it were true, Apple Bloom and AJ, Apple Bloom and AJ? No. Big Mac and AJ, I'm sorry, and something just popped up here. Okay, what was it? Yeah, Big Mac and Applejack. I don't know if this were true, but if he was adopted, it would pretty much go off. But I'll give this one a 7. I don't. It's higher than a 5 because they both like apple bucking, but I don't see it going. Another one was Twilight and Spike. Now, apparently, Rarity, for those Rarity and Spike fans, Rarity went with an OC pony, so, and apparently it's like the brony, it's like the guy version of Rarity. I forget. There was actually one called like Cross and on a Cross and Arrow, I think. And what it is, I think it's a story about the girls meeting the boy opposites of themselves, as it would be. Like, I think it happened in an episode. It wasn't like Pierce Mulder Doctor Who's. It was another Doctor Who's where the Doctor met Twilight instead of Derby or Ditzy, really, and whatever. And apparently there was an alternate dimension. Moonshine. I don't remember the dark something. I really forget. Uh, evening evening shine. I don't know what it was. Anyway, so yeah, so they were an OC pony, and then Spike was like, okay, but then suddenly Twilight took him under her arms or something like that, and then they had like a kid or two, and like every pony basically has at least one kid, like Dash and Pinky. Dash is actually the one who gets pregnant, and she has like 10, 12 by the end of the series or so. What else? AJ and Big Mac, yeah, they're having a second child. And what else? Yeah. Oh yeah, Twilight and Spike. Now again, this is like Rarity and Spike. This is like Apple Bloom and Spike. Again, they're not much, they're pretty different in a way. And again, for AB and Spike, I said 9, and 10-second slot said a 4. It's Spike and Rarity, she said a 3.5. So basically, Apple Bloom's a little bit better, and I kind of agree with her. And that's a 5. I'm not sure what she would go with this time, but I don't know where this would go. I mean, again, like Spike has spent the most of his time with Twilight, and I'm not sure if it's more of a girlfriend boyfriend thing, like brother sister, or or like a mother son type relationship. I don't really know which it is, but it's a toss up. So I'm gonna have to go with, like, I say this is a little bit better. It's less possible than AB, but Rarity, honestly, there's like the little tie that I got going on here. So it's at less likely, but I'm gonna give them a chance. Maybe we'll go with a 4 here, but that's unfortunately as low and as high as I would go. Who's this? G. Who's G? What? Okay, put down like GG and Rainbow Dash. GG. Oh yeah, Gilda. Yeah. So I couldn't figure out. Again, it was Pinky and Dash. So I couldn't really figure out one at this point in time from the story. So what I did was I looked back at the history and whatnot, and I thought of like Dash and Gilda as a huge couple. Again, they were in the same flying school together. They've mostly been with each other for most of their lives. And they were best of friends until, Gilda got mad at Pinky. So, again, they're competitive, but not as kind of like, together as Dash and Soren. So, I'm probably going to have to go with, I'm sorry about this, Gilda fans, but I'm probably going to have to go with a 7 on this one. Like, just because, again, it can happen, but I don't see anything, like, mixing here. I don't see anything mixing. Speaking of Dash and Gilda, I actually saw a video. It's a fan comic, whatnot, and the video is basically about what is up with Dash's mother. Now, we've never met her parents, but apparently the video goes, again, now here's what it is. Again, it's an art thing, and basically what happens is Dash is a little colt, I'm making her a boy, a little filly, rather, brain fart, derp, so they go after a run, and then suddenly it starts lightning, thunder, and it's like a Bambi type scene, like, Mama, Mama, where are you, Mama? She's gone. Dash is the only one left. She's all alone. And all that's left is a flower and a hat. Same one that her mother wore. she basically died and quickly passed away. Skip ahead to the future, and in the background, by the way, is playing the background music. There is background music with this, and it is the Dead Island theme music. In the great words of the great Tobuscus, "Why'd you vacation at a place called Dead Island?" I'm at the 10-minute mark. Oh god. Alright, we gotta hurry up. What else? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go again, that was a 7 there. But anyway, in the episode it's like Gilda and Dash, they kind of part ways, and Dash goes to her house. She finds her mom's hat, she kinda like cuddles under it, and the video ends. It's so wonderful. I saw the comments, everyone apparently was crying. It's just amazing. I don't remember what it was, but something like Dash's mother or something like that. I don't know. If you got the Dead Island theme music, then you got the right video. Alright, back to the actual story. Another one. Fluttershy and Snails. Now, Fluttershy was a little bit like she's good with kids, probably, but now that Twilight and Spike have had their first kid and are probably on their way to a second, same thing with Jack, and of course, I think like Dash is on her 9th and 10th. Yes, 4 pairs of twins. Four pairs of twins means 8 kids over 8 foals overall, and 9 and 10 on the way. But anyway, Fluttershy, she's like, okay, I want to have a kid, and I want it now, but she doesn't know like who to have a kid with. In the end, apparently, you guys remember Snips and Snails in the Trixie episode? Yeah, Snips is with Scootaloo. I'm not sure what's going on with Sweetie Belle at this point. I don't know, maybe she's just moved on because her sister's moved on with another Colt. And, no, but anyway, Snails, is kind of, in the friendship mode with, Fluttershy, but Fluttershy thinks it's a little weird. Anyway, in the end, they fall in love, and now Fluttershy is having her first kid. Or, full, whatever. I don't see this anywhere. I think Scootaloo and Snips are gonna have a better chance than Fluttershy and Snails. But, again, I'm gonna give this one a chance. I'm gonna go with a 5 on this one. And, just because I can, I'm gonna add it to the end. I forgot to put this one in. I mean, that's kind of like the end of the story here, but, again, what was it? Scootaloo, wait. Alright, let's do that. The other one, whatever. Scootaloo and, wait, Scoot and, alright, just this is probably the best little Foles couple. This is the best Foles couple that I can see. I'm gonna go with this is one of those perfect 10s again. Again, another perfect 10. But anyway, 2 more, and then we're completely done. And then I'm gonna have to say something at the end. First off, Octavia and DJ Pon 3, aka Final Scratch. Now, some people actually put these two together, and the only reason is that, again, they're both musicians, and Octavia's more like cello, and of course Vinyl's more and they argue in comics. They argue a lot. They've never in the show ever met, but in like fan comics they argue a lot. They kind of just have this weird relationship that starts off with fighting with words, of course, and then ends up with them together in bed. Anyway, but it's a good couple. I can probably put this as an 8. The only thing I can really feel as though is wrong is their taste in music. Octavia's more classic, and vinyl's more, hip hop. And finally, before I go, Lyra and Bon Bon, one of the most recent couples to come up. We'll talk about them in the next episode. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk about what I have to say today in the next one. Above, down below, whatever you want to do. Thanks for watching. Bless your face. Peace off. But subscribe to darkness and brightness and whiteness. And I gotta hurry now. And